about that. Yeah. Not playing is now never, man. That's a more right there. That one's crazy.
Yeah, I remember I came in and saw that wallpaper. I was like, yo, I will definitely do my crib like that. That's what you doing? Like, maybe speed up a little bit.
See what's going down, 4WHEEL City in the building, Up Atlantic Records. The boy right here, his man, producer extraordinaire.
I tried.
Mr. Roger, chip off the old block.
All day.
BX representing the house, Fulton Terrace. Social, shout out to the associates, Fulton Terrace. See what I'm saying? You can do things. You don't got to stay in the hood on the block. You know what I'm saying?
Get out there, you ain't gonna do shit.
Get out and you can do this.
Yo, man.
We all got dreams, man.
This is crazy.
Check it out.
This is bugged out. I get an email this morning, right?
Check it out.
You know, I got everything already now.
Death Row got sold, right? Because of the bankruptcy thing, right? The lady that bought it fell into problems with the payment.
Yeah. I mean, so we just was here
the
today.
shit worth.
Your boy Rickfire.
Rickfire.
Sold you, man. High haters. You see me. I got the whole thing.
That's right.
They looking for
Mr.
somebody,
producer,
like any venture capitalist or something like that.
High haters. That's Mr.
Investors, they looking for somebody to come in and
drop
absorb
the tracks down. Something
like
that.
Yeah, like well, absorb into it. I got all the paperwork. You know, next thing you know, maybe high haters.
See what's back. Hopefully I see a girl doing the booty pop. Pop it up, 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 pop it up. Going to the club to see what's back. Hopefully I see a girl doing the booty pop.
4WHEEL City. How y'all been, man? You know, it's your boys, 4WHEEL City, Rickfire. Tapwaterz, the host, the producers, the artists. Yo, basically, where we at today in September, just hit September. You know what I'm saying? Last year we came out here to wheelchair charity, classic basketball game. You know what I'm saying? We came out here to see the NBA players do their thing. We also came, to represent because we in wheelchairs too. So it's a good thing that, players are coming out to get back to our community. You know what I mean? To support people in wheelchairs, Mr. Hank Carter. Which, they do it from Goldwater Hospital, go to 4WHEEL City, baby. We in here. You see what it is. See this right here? Courtside. Normally in the regular season, they don't even let people in wheelchairs down here like that. We about to change all that. Once everything get real right, man, she just had money, man. She just ain't money, right?
Interesting shirt.
It's Brooklyn in the building. Yeah. One shout out to hands down in the Bronx and everybody else who's coming, the sponsors. This is bigger than us, bigger than the players. It's for the people in the wheelchairs. We gotta give a thanks to Mr. Hank Carter for putting this together. And we got the referees here, so we about to get the game popping. And y'all enjoy yourselves. Jackson.
Next is A. George. A. George is joined by Ron Artest. Our next patient to receive a new wheelchair today is Glenn Lomack. Glenn is joined on the court by Ronaldo Volkman.
Tap, 4WHEEL City. We down here at 40 Breakfast Street. We're going to fight for our human rights right now. We're going to go meet with Ted Finkelstein. dude that we met at City Hall when we performed. You feeling what we's doing, so now we down here at the commission. We're gonna really start fighting, cause that ain't right. I said that ain't right, he said it's against the law. Now we're gonna provide them 2 movements. We're gonna do this big time, word up.
Now a lot of people out here talking about they got swag, they got money. But when you see them, you don't see none of that.
Stuntin' like you got it, let me see you put some money out. Frontin' like you got it, let me see you put some money out. Acting like you got it, let me see you put some money out. Put some money out, put some money out. Stuntin' like you got it, let me see you put some money out. Frontin' like you got it, let me see you put some money out. Acting like you got it, let me see you put some money out. Put some money out, put some money out.
We met in 1999 when I first got injured, and we got injured just recently too, and we just was doing music. He was doing beats and I was doing the raps, and we wasn't really thinking about none of this stuff at that time.
So how did this come up?
But like, it came up just like starting to go places and traveling and seeing like places that you can't get in, because what you're talking about is like, all right, why? You know, so like what we started feeling is like, aside from people just not knowing the law, maybe like people, it's like the consideration. We more concerned about like far as just like rebuilding something. Where's the consideration for people in the wheelchairs? Like why is no consideration? And we feel like maybe because they feel like we don't go places, we don't do things. You know, we don't like rebuilding the stores. Like, all right, I'm not thinking about nobody in the wheelchairs. Nobody in the wheelchair is gonna come here.
But the reason no one in a wheelchair comes there is because they can't get in here.
Exactly.
And
Like,
you
that's
guys,
the
your
catch.
money is as good as anybody else's money.
That's the catch.
You have a right to live like anybody without a disability.
Yeah. So that's why we did that song actually, and we try to show that through like when we were working on also this documentary and the TV show. We trying to show that, you know, people with disabilities and in wheelchairs, we not no different. We're trying to show that we still go out to party, we still go eat, we still, you know, do recreational things. We still like to have fun. So like maybe people see this.
Get complaints about I can't get food out of my counters because they're too high. I mean, you name it, we get complaints on.
Yeah.
So, but this specific one I'm telling you about now is a one-step complaint. So if there's any, and your little slideshow was like sort of addressing that. You were talking about all those businesses that you know that had one stupid step in front.
I always think about like, what is the purpose of that?
Well, the purpose initially, I guess, when New York's an old city. It's a real, it's, you know, it's, and those steps were like, if it rained, if there was, the rain would come in and flood out the apartment houses or the stores. So they built them that way so the rain would slope down. But now the technology, they ain't necessary anymore. Problem is, to get rid of them is tough. I'll give you an example. You go to a store and there's a 7-inch step. Most steps like between like 6 and 8 inches. Say 7-inch step. You know how long the ramp got to be to make it up to code. For every,
gotta be almost to the street.
Well, no, for every 1 inch a step goes up, you got to build a foot ramp. So if you got an average step here, say here's the step to McDonald's here, 7 inches. You technically got to build a 7. You can't just you could throw. You do a lot of things. A lot of business owners, I go to them to find it, to throw down some concrete. Well, that might be good for somebody in an electric chair or a scooter that has the torque to get up there. Somebody in a manual chair, now you guys got good upper body strength. You may be able to do it. But what about somebody that's disabled, has no arm strength? If it's up to code, they probably could do it. So the code would so throwing down a strip of concrete might not work for you, but might work for somebody in an electric chair or a scooter. So everybody, you guys both have manuals. So that's one thing. Then the other, so if you need a 7-foot ramp, by law you're supposed to have a 5-foot landing in the front of the business. You're supposed to have 7 feet, and anytime a ramp is more than 6 feet long, you got to have railings. So you're talking about a major construction job.
And this is for my baby, 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 baby. Listen. Even though I want you, girl, I ain't going no lie for you. Even though I love you, girl, I ain't going no lie for you. You said you was always gonna love me, yeah. You said never gonna leave me, no. You said that no matter
so mad. All the nice things I just brought for the girl, I'm finna take them all back. She thinks she all that, I think she is too, but hold up, baby, slow up, baby. Next time you need a ride, I won't show up, baby. Yeah, you dealing with a grown-up baby. How you running around in circles like a donut, baby. You know you wanna get them donuts, baby. And I hope you told your friends you wanna have my baby. What? You must be crazy. Yeah.
Even though I want you, girl, I ain't going no lie for you. Even though I love you, girl, I ain't going no lie for you. You said you was always gonna love me, yeah. You said never gonna leave me, no. You said.
Also, the only way they're trying to steer it the other way, they don't have. I'm positive with them.
Because we bring you around.
Let me check. Let me see if there's a way to get it. Not that I'm aware, but I will definitely check. I'll be right back.
We up in here, you know, trying to get to the front of the bus as usual. Cuzzo, how you feeling?
I'm feeling alright.
How you feeling?
Feeling good, babe. 4WHEEL City, European.
We gotta do what we gotta do and then shoot uptown.
Yeah, after this, because you know, after this we got the other people. Our partner right here, Rick.
What's up, man? Russ. Good to meet you. Definitely. What's up? Russ. Good to meet you. Definitely.
Tell you that I'm the chairman of the Mixtape Awards, and I'm glad you all came out. We're going to start this up. I'd like to introduce Charles, the moderator. His name is Charles J. Sanders, attorney at law, professor. Okay.
You can call me Charlie. I teach here at NYU, and I'll give you a really brief background on myself so that you guys know where I'm coming from and why they asked me to come down and moderate. I'm an attorney. I've been in the music industry for 25 years. Started out as a session player. Did pretty well at that. Went to law school right here across the park, and I've represented over the past few years and still do. Pretty much the music publishing industry, Songwriters Guild of America, Lincoln Center, Native American Music Awards, and I'm chairman of the board of the World Hunger Year and Artists Against Hunger and Poverty.
Well, me, myself personally, I define the art form that I was engaged in as just, for the love, There's a lot of different people in it for different reasons. But when I first started doing it, it was because I just liked the DJ. And, taking it back to the days before we even knew, it was mixtapes when you go out to the park and flashing them without in the park, or Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. You sat by the speaker with your little, cheap recorder. I don't know if you remember the cassette joints about this big. You press down, play and record, and you would record the jam session outside and take it home and listen to it with all the oohs, the ahs, and the scratching and everything. Those was mixtapes, that's the original art form I remember it from. So we used to just do it for the fun of it, whether it was you in the crib with some of your people just cutting up break records or disco or whatever it was. To see where it evolved to today is a beautiful thing, but everybody does it for different reasons. It was just part of our culture, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop, it's a difference, Rap is something you do, hip hop is something you live.